Welcome back to the worst channel on YouTube, and in today's video we'll be looking at astrological signs. Now imagine if I actually talked like that, these videos would probably be more enjoyable. So yeah, we'll be looking at videos about astrological signs today. I thought I would have to go down to the root of all knowledge, seeing how I know very little of it, which is of course, as we all know, Cut has a show called The Lineup where, well, they line people up and they ask them questions to figure out things about them, whether it be their jobs, their culture, their backgrounds, the things they enjoy, things like that. So I thought, what a better way to learn about zodiac signs and have people guess them so I can get the basic ideas of them. I can't see anything going wrong with this idea, and I will probably learn more in these next 40 minutes than I will in my entire life.
What's your name and what do you do?
I'm Shakira. I'm kind of artsy.
My name is Tyler Valentine. Call me space scientist. You can call me planetary scientist, one of the two.
My name is Ray Couture. I'm a professional astrologer.
How important are zodiac signs?
Extremely.
I wouldn't have thought that the really old guy was the one that would be like super into astrological signs. I would have thought it was maybe like the guy with like the beard and stuff, getting like more of that hipster look. I would have been like, maybe that's what he's into, but I guess I was wrong. I guess the old guy is like, you know what? These stars tell me my future, which is that I got like a week left. As a young whippersnapper, I enjoyed messing around with the zodiac signs. Actually, dishearteningly enough, they recently figured out some code I left, and they figured out that I wrote the letter about. It was very terrible. I'm worried that they will actually be finding me very soon.
I'm a Pisces. The best sign ever. We're magical, we're dreamy, we have a sixth sense, we have friends from all types of backgrounds, like we're the best.
Yeah, of course she's gonna say she has the best sign. No one's ever gonna go against their own sign if they really believe about it and care. It's not like she's gonna be like, this sucks, my sign's the worst one. Yes, I have the Ligma sign, and it's a tough life. I hate myself because of it. I have that sign. It's absolutely horrendous, and I can't live like this anymore.
Let's bring out our first person.
What's your name?
Nathaniel.
Just me? I'm the only one that's worried about that guy? He shows up with like active wear that he can wear, like military style. That's tough. So like if he gets into like a fight or has to crawl or stuff, he'll be fine. And he has a knife on his belt. No one else is panicked about that guy. Just me. Okay, just me. Apparently no one else cares. Okay.
Can I see your ears?
An ear guy. I've met a few of you.
How many friends do you have? Like, can you count your friends?
I got one best friend.
Are you a loyal person?
Absolutely.
Loyalty.
You see, that's what I don't get about like these astrological signs or the horoscopes. Is like it says like these characteristics about people that are subjective. Like they can't be answered unbiased by the person. It's like no one's ever gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm not loyal. I'm not funny, or like those things. Like they're gonna want to be those things because most of the characteristics might be positive. So how does that work? Actually, no, I'm not loyal at all. I constantly cheat on people, and I cheat on tests constantly. And I can't be trusted at all to keep a secret or anything like that.
So I'm actually on your side of things. I don't believe in astrology either.
Thank God. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Too late, man. You try to spit game, you can't just take it back like that. He was like, oh, thank God you don't believe either. That's great. And then he kind of realized what he did in front of everybody. He's like, oh yeah, I just didn't want to be the only one. That's why I said that, not because I like you.
Hey, a little ginger. I like that. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I went to school for art.
Yep, I already know what you are. I'm gonna say you're a Libra.
I could go with Leo because of the mane. For lion. Do you like that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, that must suck. They cut off his whole interview. She literally just said, I know who you are, and every other else was like, here, like have your sign. I can't imagine he was really looking forward to it, but they're like, no, your interview is straight garbage. We can't use it. Either that, or they were just making assumptions of him, which is also terrible. They're just like, oh, I don't even have to look at you. I don't even have to think about you. I know who you are.
She was very suffocating, and Aquarius is the air sign, and I couldn't breathe.
That's not how that works. Aquarium, Aquarius, they sound the same, so they have to be the same thing, right? And aquariums have fish in them, and fish need water to live. So it's the water sign. It can't be the air sign. There is no air in water. I tried it. I drowned.
If you were to draw a circle, how close to an oval would it be?
It would probably be an oval.
The old guy is really good at like these questions. He's really specific about them. You know, he's like, all right, first he was like, what's your ear size? And he's like, how close to a perfect circle can you draw? You know, and it makes me wonder, like, where does he get these questions from? Like, what do they correlate? Like, if she had said, I make a perfect circle every time, when he had been like, you're this sign, he's like, if she's like, I draw squares when I draw circles, he'd have been like, well, that's weird, but you're this sign? Like, I don't get what the logic is from there. It seems so specific. Like, he has to get them all right if he's being for real. You can't ask those type of questions and then only get like half of them right. You know, it has to be all of them.
I feel like you're a Cancer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That seems kind of mean. I don't think it's very nice of her to call her that. That's not okay.
Are you a competitive person?
I can be competitive and I can be totally not.
I mean, it could be yes, it could be no, depending on the day of the week, honestly. I'm not sure. Okay, I don't know why you said that as your answer for what 2 + 2 is, but thank you.
I'm a Virgo, because I'm a Virgo, and you seem like a dope person, and I'm dope.
Yo, my dude's spitting mad game. I see you, bro. And not only that, he's spitting game in front of the girl that he already spit game at earlier. Truly respected, 100%. Next level thinking. This is coming from somebody that gets no girls, so you know I know what I'm talking about.
Are you really into astrology?
Like for dating and stuff?
That seems like such a bad way to go about, you know, your dating life. How are you gonna like judge someone, right, based off what someone else said that doesn't know that person, right? Like, it's not like, you know, they personally know the person. This is just assumptions they're making based off a date or a specific time frame, I guess. You know, I really like you, but I actually can't date you because you were born in like July, so I guess we can't be together. I mean, you know, had your parents waited a few more months, we could have been together because our astrological signs would have been compatible. And I know I'm basing this all off of something that somebody told me that I don't know and read somewhere online. But yeah, we can't be together anymore. Sorry about that.
You don't believe in astrology.
Yes.
Would you agree, though, that it's silly to say something isn't real if you can't prove that it is, or that you can't prove that it isn't?
You see, but that's a bad argument to make, right? Just because you can't disprove it doesn't mean that you shouldn't believe in it, or that it's not possible to be true. Like, yeah, I don't have proof that you don't have children in your basement, but she might have children in her basement because I have absolutely no proof that she doesn't, right? Like, I have no pictures of her basement that I personally took, because maybe if she takes them, she could have hit the children. There's absolutely no proof that she does not have children in her basement, you know? So I could really make the argument, and I think I should, that she has children in her basement.
If you guys didn't know, Pisces take traits from every other sign, which is why we're a little confused.
Because you're not original now, so you have to...
No, we're original. We're original. It's just that we are so amazing that we just take little pieces of everyone else. I mean,
You know, I'm not a genius or anything, but that sounds like copying to me, you know, taking something from other groups and using it as your own. I'm no genius. I might be wrong. I might actually just use that in school, right? It's not copying. We're just taking from them. Like, you know, I didn't copy from her teacher. I just took it from her and made it into my own thing, you know? I mean, I kept the exact same thing, and it's almost the same, but it's not, you know? It's just different.
Raise your hand if you got you right. Go ahead and turn around.
I'm afraid, but sure. And that's not too bad.
What? I'm sorry, what? Did you just say that's not too bad? That was like a 50% success rate. Actually, let me count. Let me make sure. Let me check. Let me double check. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. You got 4 out of 12, I'm pretty sure. Okay, out of 11, if I'm correct. That's less than 50. That's a less than 50% success rate. That's failing. That's not even failing. That's just like below failing. Congratulations, you did worse than worse.
What does Libra mean?
Libra in Spanish means pound. So this guy likes to pound.
Yeah, he's right in the middle of an eclipse that's about to happen. You've been, for the last 4 or 5 months, struggling with this whole process of how you're going to deal with this.
It's not wrong.
Wait, so the guy that looks like a possible threat to society has been struggling for the last few months, and he's kind of laughing at it. Okay. Once again, like I said earlier, you have the best sign, and probably you're an amazing person, and every good quality of your sign you have, and all the bad ones are wrong about you. So,
What makes you a Capricorn other than your birthday?
Half hopeless romantic,
Okay.
but the other half is just realistic.
those are contradicting statements, right? The whole point of a hopeless romantic is that they let logic fly out the door and hope that everything will work out perfectly fine. How does that work? You can't be both of those things at the same time. Those are contradicting statements, right? And if your sign says you're a hopeless romantic and you're both, doesn't that imply that maybe it's wrong, or that you're a human being with emotions, with a personality? I don't know. I could be wrong though. People don't tend to have those.
Do you like that the day you were born determined your future personality?
I don't know if necessarily I like it, but I do believe in it. I think it really has to do with our sign.
I don't know if you ask me, but it just seems like it would suck to say all these things about yourself are because of the time period you were born in. Like, okay, I was born in this day, in this month of this day, so I'm gonna be funny. He's gonna be smart. My son's gonna be this, or my daughter's gonna be that. She's gonna be kind or smart or hardworking because of this. It seems like all these things that you acquire as you grow and you get through experience are just boiled down to, well, August 15th, April 13th. All you needed to know was that. It seems like a very bad way to think about life. And kind of sad if you think about it. These people think all their problems and all their good and all their bad are because of this one day. And they can't do anything about it because, I was born on that day. I can't change my birthday. So yeah, that's the end of that video. But I found another one from the cut. Of course, I want to keep expanding my knowledge, and I was really intrigued by the person that they're using as the profiler of the people. I don't know who he reminds me of. Yeah, he reminds me of somebody. I forget who. Oh, I guess we would have figured it out.
Moon is the mind, and the ascendant or the rising is the perception of the personality. Guessing the sun sign right off the bat can be a little tricky, just given that everybody has this unique cocktail going on within them.
Yeah, you're right. Right off the bat, it's hard to figure out what sign is which and what personality traits they got from them, because it's just hard. Not because of the whole personality thing. That's not a real concept. Personalities aren't a real thing. It's just the signs. That's why it's hard. Not because of the whole.
I'm picking up some fire from you. Do you get mad over just any little thing? It doesn't take a lot to get you riled up.
It takes me a lot to get angry.
Wow, that's earthy as fuck. I'm told that you have 2 people living inside of you, and no, it's not a Gemini reference. There are more than one sign that have a split personality, so to speak.
I wouldn't say so.
I'm trying to do a cold read, and a pretty bad one at that. And if you don't know what a cold read is, it's basically when you ask very general questions to somebody in order to gain knowledge and sort of make it seem like you know more than you do. You ask very general questions. For example, you might be like, at any point in your life, have you ever met a woman? Right? Oh, of course someone has. This person has. Right? Okay. And then you would move on and be like, does she have a name? And they're going to be like, whoa, yeah. And then they might even say the name themselves. Be like, yes, I was feeling the energy of that name. Or, things like that. And adding information through very vague or obvious questions. And he's doing a bad one because he's like, oh, I feel like you're an a fire sign. And then he's like, do you get mad easily? And she's like, no. And he's like, oh, very earthy, I see. He just changes what he's going to say. Or with the guy, he's like, does anybody ever tell you have 2 people inside of you, 2 personalities? And he's like, no. And he's like, oh, okay, never mind. He's just changing it. You might be like, that's a general question, but he's framing that question in the intent of getting oh, this out of the person, more information out of that sort of cold read style.
Brain fart. I'm gonna give you Cancer.
But she's so young. Don't do that. No.
But he's hot.
He's hot. That's what's important.
He's really
isn't it?
hot.
Are you more dominant in the relationship?
I think we're both equally distant. So
Equally distant.
I think
we're both equally distant. We don't care about each other or even really like each other at that. we don't care. We just kind of only shared like that love of having the children in the basement or whatever.
All right. Raise your hand if he got you right.
Or December 31st, you will face incredibly bad luck within the next few weeks, and God bless your soul or whatever you believe in, because you're gonna need it. Also, don't step in any sort of water and don't drink any liquids, because yeah, it's gonna be real bad. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button. It helps me know if you guys like the videos, and you know, gives me a little bit of that karmic, mythological sign, astrological sign boost that I need to make even better horoscopes. So yeah, make sure you get those so I can give you your horoscopes. Let me know of any more content you would like for me to like do these, you know, sort of commentary videos on down below in the comments. In the next video, I use my astrological sign to get catfished.